Hi.
Hi.
I'm here with Nick in our beautiful kitchen. Welcome to our kitchen, guys.
This square of
our kitchen. And we are going to show you today. So our buttercream heart cookies we do at Valentine's Day is like everybody's favorite thing. So we're going to show you how to make a St. Patrick's Day version because everybody in Cleveland's favorite holiday is coming up soon. So yeah, I figured I would show Nick our favorite buttercream techniques. So we're going to start with our buttercream. We've got 4 different shades of green. We're going to make this kind of like more of a fun looking cookie versus just doing all one color. So I'm going to do a little bit of this guy. Do you want to stir that one for me?
Yeah.
You can use your spatula over there.
How do you know how many drops to put in?
I kind of guesstimate.
Guesstimate?
Yeah.
Is there really a wrong way to do it?
There's not really a wrong way to do it, but I would always say start with a little less if you can. So you'll see sometimes I barely put any. Then you can always add more.
Right. You can't take it away.
Yeah. Oh crap! Which one did I do? We're just gonna hope it was this one. But yeah, you can always add more. And if you don't have 4 different shades of green, like I am lucky enough to have because I snagged them from the shop earlier. Yeah, that's looking good.
It's nice having that option.
Yeah, it is. You can kind of experiment and get your one color green and then add yellow to it. And then you'll have like a really lime green, which will be nice. And maybe if you have another green, add a little bit of blue to it. And then you'll have a little bit more of a bluish green. Yeah, there you go.
Gotcha.
Are you any Irish?
No, maybe. I don't know.
I'm a lot Irish. I'm like, I think I have great-grandparents that came over. Maybe great-great-grandparents that came over. McCarthy's. Any other McCarthy's out there in their family line? Lynn Smith.
No. Just Juhas and Kubishki. Quite the opposite.
Yeah, not very much Irish over there. While he's finishing up stirring that one, I'm going to start kind of prepping our bags. So what we're going to do, I have these plastic piping bags I'm going to use.
Switch with you.
And we're just going to snip off the end. And so I'm going to use a coupler in a couple of them, and then I'm going to just put my tip in a couple of them. So a coupler, if anyone doesn't know, these lovely little white guys. So you just put it in the end, and then it allows you to kind of change your tip without, dumping out your whole frosting bag every single time, which is really very handy. So I'm going to start this. I'm going to put our little 104 tip on here. People call it like a ribbon tip or a rose tip, just kind of that long one. So in a couple of them, I'm going to use these bigger tips. These guys, I don't need a coupler for. They're just going to go right in the bottom of the bag. This other one I'm going to use, this is our rose tip. So I also have a tip for all you pro bakers out there. So my favorite thing to do with this, the way that we get our roses to be so crisp and clean, which I know some of you guys have commented on in our rose cakes, is because if you look at this tip, so these have been at the shop for a long time. They get, bounced around between the sinks and dishes and just getting put away. The tines kind of curve in a little bit, and sometimes you can even buy them and they're curved in. We want them as straight up as possible. So I'm going to take the end of a Sharpie, this is kind of my little tip here, and just feel like you are sticking it almost all the way up there. Look at how nice and straight up those are going to be. That is going to give you so much more of a better a better rose
Crisper
when you're
edge.
actually doing it. Yeah, it's going to give you that crisp edge that you're looking for.
Oh yeah, you can see.
Yeah, they
the
don't fold in on each other as much. Yeah. So we're going to do that. I'm going to put that in this guy, and then do you want to put a coupler in yours? Sure. So now that we have all of our bags, we are just going to fill them up. So let's do, I like to do a kind of a darker one in the long one. And what do you have there? So maybe you do that kind of minty green.
Okay.
I'm going to do the lighter green for our rose.
I picked up a couple things, visiting Kelsey at the shops on those late nights.
Yes.
I know to at least fold the bag over.
You're being a pro. So one of the things I always hate a dirty bag at all the girls at the shops will tell you that. So make sure you fold down your bag, and it's just going to keep it a lot cleaner. Your spatula isn't as good as mine. And so then, sorry,
Thanks for giving me.
It's folding over. So anyways, you're going to fill it, a decent amount, and then you can just kind of fold the edge back over. And for the most part, you have a really clean bag at the end, so it's not full of buttercream.
Hers is. Mine's less so.
You're doing a good job.
Oh, thank you.
So we got almost 4 bags. I'll do this last one. How's that going?
Well, I think.
So, yeah, no,
there we go.
That's looking well.
It's kind of all
wash
over my
your
hands, but
if you need to.
I might.
Okay, last one is going to be this pastel. We've got our 4 colors of buttercream here. You can see, I actually really like that. We did very well. So we are going to start, I always like to start with my biggest tip. I feel like that's going to take up the most space. So I want to start with this and then I can fill in, versus if you start with kind of the smaller ones, sometimes then you don't end up with space for the bigger ones. So I'm going to start with this guy. What we're going to do, I'm just going to do a little rose, and I'm going to kind of do it, I usually make my roses counterclockwise, but I'm just going to kind of fill it in on one of those little spots. And because we have a decent amount of space, I might even just do, maybe not another rose, but like a little dollop or 2 for texture right there. Let's see, I'm going to bring my next biggest tip. Maybe go like right here. Kind of fill that area in, and then same thing, maybe some little dollops. That's looking good. And then our next one is this 104 tip I was telling you guys about. So it has this wide end on the bottom and skinny on the top. I'm just gonna kind of want to anchor that to the cookie, anchor that wide end, and then I'm gonna kind of make a ribbon motion with my hand. So this is a good thing to do like kind of around the edge of the cookie versus like in the middle. Sometimes, you know, your bag gets in the way. So I'm gonna start right here, and I'm just gonna zigzag that all the way around. See how I did that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I noticed that with the roses, you're kind of trying to push the tip down against the cookie to pinch it off a little bit. Is there a different way that you do it with this
I feel like kind of similar. So I'm just gonna kind of go back and forth, and then I just kind of like relieve pressure from the bag and then pull it off.
Oh, okay.
Versus like if you keep having the pressure, kind of you'll get some tails.
Some smears.
That's a good question. Yeah. So that's that. So let me see. Do some little dollops, maybe even a little rose with this guy. Pastel in there. Right up here. There we go. And since it's St. Patrick's Day, at Valentine's Day, we finished these off with some pink pearls for St. Patrick's Day. I figured it would be fun with some little gold guys for the, pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. You'd even take some gold edible glitter, sprinkle that, and you have this adorable little cookie. Here, do you want to try one?
I do.
Okay.
All right. So we started with the largest.
First, yeah.
Is that this guy?
Oh, yeah, you can start with that one.
All right.
Let's do like a little rose guy. Yeah, that's actually really good. So the only thing I would say, and this is a good tip for you guys too, so instead of pulling straight off, if you kind of pull, off at more of an angle, that'll give you, it'll kind of finish it up more there instead of coming straight up.
Okay, should I try it with another one?
Yeah, you can try that one. And I'll kind of finish decorating this in a little bit. I'm going to watch you though.
Like that?
Yeah, no, that's good. This technique is so forgiving that, if you have like a little spot like that you don't really like, just take your other bag and put some little dollops like right on top of it, and no one will even know. You know what I mean? So it's like a very good beginner's project, even though they might look crazy because you're using all these different tips. It's actually very, very forgiving, and you can do a lot of different things. Do you want to do some more?
Yeah.
These are so fun. I have never made these before. So we make our Valentine's Day hearts in the case and for orders all the time around Valentine's Day. But we thought, like, how fun would it be to do a St. Patrick's Day, nod to that design. And this is literally the first time doing them, and I feel like they're turning out so cute.
So large end towards the bottom?
Yes, large. Okay. It's the big one.
The big one.
Let's see it. Yes, large end towards the bottom. More pressure. Yeah, no, you're good. You're good. Oh my gosh, Nick, I'm thoroughly impressed.
I'll take it.
Guys, he's pretty good. I found a good one out there. Yeah, look at that. That was awesome.
Let me do this one first.
I'm like kind of mad that I did mine in a straight line. I kind of wish I would have like switched it up a little bit.
How so?
I don't know. Like mine are all kind of going the same direction,
So maybe like here, and you can.
Yeah.
Can you always do wider once you get to the end?
Oh yeah, and that's the great part about this is like mine are kind of all the same width, but like he just did, you can start out skinny and then go wide at the end. Yeah, there's really a lot of different decorating methods you can use for this. Yeah, I like mine.
I tolerate mine.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, honey, yours is good. No wait, I almost did it the wrong way.
So let me grab some of these pearls.
Yeah.
I'd say since I started dating and now I'm married to Kelsey, I probably say cute more than any time else in my life.
And I say schmutz. Has anyone ever? I had never heard of that word.
All over
but
my
like,
hands
literally,
right
I have schmutz all over me at all times. And when we first started dating, like I would go to get him a hug, and he'd be like, "You have schmutz on you." You know, I'm like, dude, I have schmutz on me at all times. I live in a bakery.
7.
I don't live there. I have a house. This is our house. There were times when I lived there.
Also, I don't think I've ever put anything with glitter in my car, but there's for certain glitter in my car.
I don't know
It
why.
just kind of follows you.
Anyways, these are our... Ooh, I missed that one. These are our beautiful St. Patrick's Day cookies. I feel like they turned out so cute. I hope you guys make these at home. If you do, just use the hashtag Kelsey Elizabeth Cakes. I would love to see them if you guys post them. Yeah, and hopefully you will subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are going to try to do some more of these fun videos. I know we kind of have a fun time doing them together, and I know you guys love, seeing some new techniques and fun things you guys can do at home. So we're going to continue with these guys, and yeah, we'll see you guys later. Bye.